Have you ever felt like your dreams are just out of reach, no matter how hard you try? Or do you wonder why some people seem to achieve success effortlessly, while others struggle despite their best efforts? What's the secret behind their mindset, their drive, and their ability to keep going? Could the power to unlock success really be within your own mind? Imagine this. You wake up each morning with a strong, focused mind. You're determined, energized, and nothing can stop you. Every step you take brings you closer to your goals. But what if I told you that this reality is not only possible, it's achievable right now? It's all about learning to program your mind for success. Welcome to Wisdom Woven, where today we explore how to unlock the hidden potential within you, guided by the timeless wisdom of Buddhism. In this video, we'll be sharing transformative insights that will help you build the mindset of a true achiever. Whether you're looking to boost your career, personal growth, or overall happiness, this is the first step towards shaping your destiny. Before we dive in, there's something important I need to mention. There are so many views on this channel, but only 0.2% of you have subscribed. So please, take a moment to like, comment, share, and most importantly, hit that subscribe button. Your support helps us create more amazing content. And don't forget to drop your thoughts in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you and connect with you. Now, let's get started. This video will take you through simple, yet powerful steps to transform the way you think, feel, and act. Stay tuned, because your journey to success is about to begin. The power of thoughts, building the foundation. To understand the true power of your mind, let us start with a simple truth. Your thoughts shape your world. Every action you take, every decision you make, begins with a thought. It's easy to overlook this fact, especially when life moves so quickly. But in the stillness of the mind, this truth becomes clear. Imagine a seed. The seed of an idea, of a thought, is planted in your mind. Just as a tiny seed grows into a tree, your thoughts, if nurtured with focus and intention, grow into actions and habits. These habits shape your life, creating the outcomes you experience. So, if you want to change your life, you must first change your thinking. Buddhism teaches us a very important lesson about the mind. It tells us that our minds are like gardens. If you plant seeds of negativity, doubt, and fear, you will grow a garden filled with those emotions. On the other hand, if you plant seeds of positivity, love, and gratitude, your garden will bloom with success and happiness. But how do you know what seeds to plant? How can you be sure that the thoughts you're nurturing are the right ones for your growth? The answer lies in mindfulness. Mindfulness is the art of being present in the moment, of observing your thoughts without judgment. When you are mindful, you can recognize negative patterns before they take root and steer your mind toward more positive, constructive thoughts. It's like weeding a garden. You remove the weeds before they take over, allowing the beautiful plants to flourish. When we talk about programming your mind for success, what we are really talking about is cultivating a mindset that is aligned with your goals. This means intentionally choosing thoughts that support your success, rather than those that hinder it. It requires discipline and awareness, but the results are transformative. It's not about trying to suppress negative thoughts. It's about acknowledging them and choosing to focus on the positive. It's about creating a mental environment that encourages growth, creativity, and success. One way to do this is through affirmations. Simple, positive statements that you repeat to yourself daily can reprogram your subconscious mind. They act like water nourishing the seeds you plant in your mind. For example, instead of thinking, "I can't do this," you might repeat, "I am capable of achieving my goals." Over time, these affirmations take root and become your reality. But the process doesn't end with affirmations. Visualization is another powerful tool. Visualization is the practice of creating a mental image of yourself achieving your goals. You see it, feel it, and experience it in your mind. The more vividly you can imagine your success, the more real it becomes in your subconscious. This helps you stay focused and motivated, especially when challenges arise. In Buddhism, there's a concept known as right thinking. It's part of the Noble Eightfold Path, and it encourages us to cultivate a mind that is clear, focused, and free from delusion. When your thoughts are right, your actions follow. If your thoughts are clouded by negativity, your actions may be impulsive or misdirected. But when your mind is clear and aligned with your goals, Your actions will be intentional and focused. Think of your thoughts as the blueprint of your life. If the blueprint is flawed, the structure you build will be unstable. But if your blueprint is clear and strong, the building you create will stand tall and secure. Every successful person you admire has, at some point, learned to control their thoughts. They've learned that to achieve anything of significance, they must first master their minds. The power of thoughts is also evident in how we react to the world around us. When challenges arise, it's easy to let fear, frustration, or anger take hold. But through mindfulness, you can change your response. Instead of reacting impulsively, you can choose to pause, reflect, and respond with calmness and clarity. This doesn't mean you suppress your emotions. It means you don't let them control you. You acknowledge them and then choose the most constructive response. One powerful practice in Buddhism that can help with this is the concept of detachment. Detachment doesn't mean being cold or indifferent. Rather, it's about not allowing external events to disturb your inner peace. When you practice detachment, you are not controlled by your thoughts, your emotions, or the opinions of others. You remain grounded and focused on what truly matters to you. So, how can you start harnessing the power of your thoughts right now? The first step is awareness. Pay attention to your inner dialogue. What are you telling yourself? Are your thoughts encouraging or limiting? If you find that your thoughts are negative or unhelpful, try to gently redirect them. Every time you catch yourself thinking a limiting thought, replace it with a positive one. Another important step is consistency. Like any habit, reprogramming your mind takes time and repetition. It won't happen overnight, but with daily practice, you'll begin to notice a shift. Your thoughts will become more aligned with your goals, and your mindset will naturally move toward success. Now, let's return to the concept of visualization. Close your eyes for a moment. Picture your ideal life. What do you see? Maybe it's a successful career, a loving family, or financial freedom. Whatever it is, hold that image in your mind. Feel it deeply. The more you visualize your success, the more it will become a part of your reality. And remember, the mind doesn't know the difference between what is real and what is vividly imagined. When you visualize, your subconscious starts to work on your behalf, guiding you toward your goals. Lastly, remember that your mind is a powerful tool, but it's also one that requires care and attention. You wouldn't neglect a garden or let it overgrow with weeds. So why let your mind become cluttered with negative thoughts? Tend to your thoughts with care. Feed them with positivity, gratitude, and belief in yourself. Over time, you'll notice that your life begins to reflect the garden you've cultivated within. By now, you can begin to see how important your thoughts are in shaping your reality. The mind is the starting point of all success, and by learning to direct your thoughts with purpose and intention, you are laying the foundation for a life filled with achievement, happiness, and fulfillment. But the journey doesn't stop here. As you continue to cultivate your mind, you will discover even more tools that can help you unlock your true potential. In the next part, we will explore the importance of mindfulness and awareness, and how these practices can support you in creating a successful and peaceful life. Mindfulness and awareness, the Buddhist perspective. In our busy lives, we often rush from one task to another, always thinking about what's next. But have you ever stopped and truly noticed what's happening in the moment? Mindfulness and awareness, central to Buddhist teachings, teach us to be present. They show us that success doesn't just come from what we do, but from how we approach each moment. Mindfulness is the art of paying attention, without judgment, and it has the power to reshape our experience of life. At the core of Buddhist practice, mindfulness helps us observe our thoughts and emotions without getting caught up in them. It's about seeing the world as it is, not how we expect it to be or wish it could be. This awareness frees us from distractions and negative thought patterns, allowing us to focus on what truly matters, the present. The key to success lies not in thinking about past failures or future uncertainties, but in fully embracing the here and now. When we are mindful, we are in control of our thoughts and reactions. We're no longer slaves to our emotions or external circumstances. Instead, we approach each challenge with a calm and clear mind. So, how does mindfulness help us succeed? Let's look at a simple example. Imagine you're working on a project at work, but you're constantly distracted. Your thoughts drift to worries about your job or doubts about your abilities. How can you perform well when your mind is elsewhere? Now, imagine bringing mindfulness to that situation. Instead of letting your thoughts wander, you bring your full attention to the task at hand. You stay focused, aware of each step, and notice how you feel as you work. Your thoughts may still drift at times, but with mindfulness, you gently bring them back to the present. Over time, this practice strengthens your ability to stay focused and be productive. Mindfulness also helps us notice the patterns in our thoughts. Often, our minds are filled with self-doubt, negative beliefs, or fears about failure. These thoughts, if left unchecked, can hold us back from taking action and pursuing our goals. By practicing mindfulness, we learn to notice these thoughts without reacting to them. We begin to understand that thoughts are just thoughts. They don't define us. With this awareness, we can replace negative thoughts with empowering ones, which ultimately leads to a more positive and successful mindset. Buddhism teaches us to be mindful not only of our thoughts, but also of our actions. When we bring mindfulness into our daily routine, even the simplest tasks take on new meaning. Whether it's eating, walking, or having a conversation, mindfulness allows us to fully experience each action. It encourages us to slow down and engage with life in a way that fosters clarity and peace. The beauty of mindfulness is that it doesn't require any special skill or knowledge. It's a practice available to everyone, no matter where you are in life. All it takes is the intention to be present and aware. One powerful practice in Buddhism is meditation, which is essentially mindfulness in action. Through meditation, we sit quietly and focus on our breath, allowing our thoughts to come and go without getting attached to them. This practice trains the mind to stay calm and present, even in the face of stress or chaos. Meditation helps us build a strong foundation for mindfulness, making it easier to bring that awareness into our everyday lives. Let's take a moment to think about how we can incorporate mindfulness into our daily routines. Maybe you're at work, feeling overwhelmed by your to-do list. Instead of panicking or pushing through the stress, you take a few deep breaths and bring your attention back to the present moment. You focus on the task right in front of you, doing it with intention and care. This simple act of mindfulness can instantly shift your mindset and improve your productivity. Mindfulness also plays a significant role in how we deal with challenges. Life is full of obstacles, and sometimes it feels like everything is falling apart. But when we are mindful, we can approach challenges with a sense of calm and clarity. Instead of reacting impulsively or giving in to stress, we take a step back and observe the situation. We ask ourselves, what's happening right now? How can I respond in a way that serves my highest good? This perspective allows us to make better decisions and handle difficulties with grace. Buddhist teachings remind us that suffering is a natural part of life, but how we respond to it makes all the difference. Mindfulness helps us transform our relationship with suffering, so it no longer holds us back. Instead of avoiding pain or running from it, mindfulness teaches us to face it with courage and acceptance. We learn that challenges are opportunities for growth and that every experience, whether good or bad, can teach us something valuable. By practicing mindfulness, we begin to notice the world around us with fresh eyes. We see beauty in the smallest details, a flower blooming, the sound of birds singing, or the warmth of the sun on our skin. This awareness brings a sense of peace and gratitude, which are essential for cultivating a successful mindset. When we are mindful, we appreciate the present moment, rather than constantly searching for something outside of ourselves to bring us happiness. As we continue to practice mindfulness, we start to notice its effects in every area of our lives. Our relationships become more meaningful as we listen deeply to others without judgment or distraction. Our work becomes more fulfilling as we approach each task with intention and focus. We become more resilient in the face of adversity and more at peace with ourselves and the world around us. Mindfulness, when applied consistently, can transform not only our minds but our entire way of being. It helps us cultivate the qualities of patience, compassion, and understanding. These are essential qualities for success, as they enable us to navigate life's ups and downs with grace and wisdom. In Buddhism, there's a saying, when you realize nothing is lacking, the whole world belongs to you. This reflects the idea that when we are fully present and aware, we realize that we already have everything we need to succeed. Our minds are powerful, and through mindfulness, we can harness that power to create the life we desire. Success is not something we chase. It's something we create from within. By incorporating mindfulness into our daily lives, we begin to see the world through a lens of possibility. Every challenge becomes an opportunity for growth, and every moment becomes a chance to practice presence. The more we engage in mindfulness, the more we open ourselves to the success that's always been within reach. So, how can you start practicing mindfulness today? Begin with small steps. Set aside a few minutes each day to sit in stillness, focus on your breath, and observe your thoughts without judgment. As you continue to practice, you'll notice that mindfulness becomes second nature. With time, you'll start to experience the world and yourself in a whole new way. Your path to success begins with the simple act of being present. And with mindfulness, the possibilities are endless. Letting go, freeing the mind from limiting beliefs. In the pursuit of success, we often carry with us unseen burdens, heavy thoughts, doubts, fears, and limiting beliefs. These invisible chains restrict our growth and prevent us from reaching our full potential. Just like a tree cannot grow if its roots are bound, we cannot achieve success if our minds are tied down by the weight of limiting beliefs. But what if we could let go of these beliefs? What if we could free ourselves from the very thoughts that hold us back? Letting go is one of the most powerful practices in Buddhism. It's not about ignoring problems or pretending they don't exist. It's about releasing the grip we have on certain thoughts, especially those that no longer serve us. Our minds have the incredible ability to hold on to past experiences, fears, and expectations. But the truth is, these things don't define who we are, and they don't dictate our future. They only hold us back if we allow them to. You might ask, but how can I let go of something that feels so real, so ingrained in my mind? The answer is simpler than you think. It starts with awareness. The first step is to recognize the thoughts and beliefs that are limiting you. These might sound like, I'm not good enough, I'll never succeed, this is too hard for me, or I don't deserve happiness. These thoughts come from past experiences or fears about the future. However, they are not truths. They are simply thoughts. When we become aware of these limiting beliefs, we can begin to challenge them. Ask yourself, is this belief really true? Does it help me move forward? More often than not, you'll find that these beliefs are based on fear or a past experience that no longer serves you. You might have failed at something in the past, and now that failure has turned into a belief that you're incapable of succeeding in the future. But the truth is, failure is just a lesson. It's not a reflection of your worth. It's an opportunity to learn, to grow, and to try again. Letting go also involves forgiving yourself. We all make mistakes, and we all have moments where we fall short. But holding on to regret and guilt only keeps us trapped in the past. In Buddhism, there's a practice called metta, loving-kindness meditation. This practice teaches us to cultivate love and compassion, not only for others but for ourselves as well. By forgiving ourselves and releasing self-judgment, we open up space for growth and self-compassion. We begin to understand that we are human, and imperfection is part of our journey. The next step in letting go is to stop identifying with your thoughts. So often, we become our thoughts. We say, I am anxious, I am worthless, I am a failure. But in reality, thoughts are just mental events that come and go. You are not your thoughts. Just like clouds passing through the sky, thoughts come and go. They don't define you. They are simply passing through. When you begin to see your thoughts as temporary and separate from your true self, you can start to detach from them. You can choose not to believe everything your mind tells you. This is one of the most liberating aspects of mindfulness, seeing your thoughts for what they truly are. Just thoughts, not absolute truths. Now, letting go doesn't mean ignoring your problems or pretending everything is fine when it's not. It means accepting what is, without attaching judgment to it. Life is filled with challenges, and we all face difficult times. But when we attach negative beliefs to these challenges, they become obstacles that prevent us from moving forward. By letting go of the need to control everything, we allow life to unfold naturally, without resistance. A powerful Buddhist concept is impermanence. Everything in life is constantly changing. Nothing stays the same, not even our thoughts and feelings. This realization helps us let go of the need to hold on to things. including our fears and doubts. The pain we feel today, the frustration we experience now, it's all temporary. Just as seasons change, our circumstances will change too. Understanding this can help us release our attachment to negative thoughts, knowing that they are not permanent and that we have the power to shift our mindset. In the process of letting go, we also practice non-attachment. This doesn't mean we stop caring about things or people. It means we stop relying on external things for our happiness and fulfillment. So often, we tie our happiness to achievements, possessions, or other people's opinions. We believe that if we just get that promotion, buy that house, or gain approval from others, we'll be happy. But true happiness comes from within. It's not tied to external circumstances. When we learn to let go of our attachment to these things, we free ourselves from the endless cycle of seeking happiness from outside sources. Instead, we cultivate inner peace and contentment. To let go, you must also learn to embrace the present moment. In Buddhism, there is a concept called the power of now. When we are constantly thinking about the past or worrying about the future, we miss out on the present moment. The present moment is all we truly have, and it's the only place where we can make a difference. When we stop dwelling on past mistakes or worrying about future outcomes, we open ourselves to the possibilities of today. By fully engaging in the present, we release the hold that the past and future have on our minds. So, how can you start letting go of your limiting beliefs today? First, practice mindfulness. Take a moment each day to sit quietly, breathe deeply, and observe your thoughts. Notice when a limiting belief arises and challenge it. Is it really true? Is it helpful? Second, practice self-compassion. Treat yourself with the same kindness and understanding that you would offer a friend. Don't be too hard on yourself for past mistakes or perceived failures. You are constantly growing and evolving. And third, embrace impermanence. Understand that nothing in life is permanent, including your fears and doubts. They will pass, and you will grow stronger through the process. Remember, letting go is not about getting rid of everything in your life. It's about releasing the things that no longer serve you, the beliefs, fears, and attachments that hold you back. When you let go, you make room for new possibilities. You free your mind to focus on what truly matters and open yourself to the endless opportunities that await you. Let go, and watch as the path to success becomes clearer, brighter, and more attainable than ever before. Visualization. Manifesting your inner desires. In the journey of life, there is one powerful tool that can guide you toward your true potential: visualization. It's not just about daydreaming or wishing for things to happen. It's a focused, intentional act of creating a clear picture in your mind of what you want to achieve. Visualization is like planting seeds in the fertile soil of your mind. Just as a seed needs the right conditions to grow, your dreams require a fertile, focused mind to flourish. Let me guide you through the process. Imagine you're standing in front of a blank canvas, ready to create the masterpiece of your life. You hold the brush in your hand, but before you start painting, you need a vision of what you want to create. You don't just start with random strokes. You first see it clearly in your mind, with every detail in place. You imagine the colors, the shapes, the light, the shadows, everything. Only then do you bring this vision to life on the canvas. In the same way, visualization requires you to see yourself where you want to be. It's about creating a mental image of your success, whether it's achieving a personal goal, advancing in your career, or simply living a more fulfilled life. The clearer the picture you paint in your mind, the easier it is to take the actions that will bring that vision into reality. But here's the key. Visualization is not just about seeing the end result. It's about feeling it too. When you visualize, engage all your senses. Imagine what success feels like. Can you feel the satisfaction of achieving your goals? Do you hear the sounds of celebration, of recognition, or even the inner peace that comes with a job well done? Imagine the smell of fresh air after completing a project, or the taste of success that lingers on your tongue. These vivid experiences strengthen the belief that your goals are not just possible, they are inevitable. Buddhism teaches us that everything begins with the mind. Our thoughts shape our reality. If we consistently focus on positive outcomes, visualize ourselves succeeding, and truly believe in the possibilities, we align our energy with the universe's flow. The practice of visualization brings our desires from the realm of possibility into the realm of reality. It shifts our mindset from "I wish" to "I am." Now, you may wonder, how does this work in the real world? It's simple. Our thoughts and beliefs directly influence our actions. When we visualize success, we begin to act in ways that align with that vision. For example, if you see yourself excelling in a new career, you'll start making decisions that move you in that direction. Your actions become aligned with the image you've painted in your mind. This creates a powerful cycle of progress, where the more you believe in your success, the more success you attract. But there's more. Visualization is not just about creating a mental picture. It's about believing in that picture. If you see yourself as a successful, confident individual, but deep down, you don't truly believe that you deserve that success, you will undermine your efforts. Self-doubt will prevent you from taking the right actions, and ultimately, the vision you have created in your mind will not become your reality. This is where the Buddhist concept of right intention comes in. Right intention is the mental state that drives you to act with clarity and purpose. It's about aligning your thoughts and actions with your deepest values. When your intention is pure, your actions flow naturally, and you start seeing the results of your efforts. Visualization isn't just a tool to see your future. It's a tool to align your mind, body, and actions with the very essence of what you want to achieve. In Buddhism, there's a concept called the law of interdependence, which says that everything is connected. This means that the energy you put into the world through your thoughts, words, and actions will come back to you in various forms. If you visualize success with a sincere, positive intention, you're sending out vibrations of success into the universe. Those vibrations attract people, opportunities, and situations that align with your desires. This is why visualization is so powerful. It's not just about creating a mental image, but about becoming the energy you wish to attract. Let's take an example. Imagine you're working toward a promotion at your job. Every morning, you close your eyes and visualize yourself in the role you desire. You see yourself confidently handling tasks, communicating with your colleagues, and leading meetings with ease. As you visualize this, you don't just picture it happening. You feel the emotions of success, the pride, the excitement, the fulfillment. Your mind believes it, and so do your actions. You begin to work with more focus, take on challenges with confidence, and seek opportunities to prove your skills. Over time, you become the person you visualized. The promotion isn't just a distant goal anymore. It's the result of a clear, focused mind paired with intentional actions. Incorporating visualization into your daily routine is simple. Take a few moments each day, whether in the morning or before bed, to close your eyes and create a vivid mental image of your desired outcome. Visualize in as much detail as possible. The more you practice, the clearer the picture becomes. The more consistent you are, the stronger your belief grows, and the more you begin to align your actions with your vision. But it's important to remember, visualization is not a replacement for action. While it's true that the mind has immense power, it's only when you combine visualization with consistent effort and persistence that real transformation happens. Think of visualization as the compass that guides your actions, but your daily efforts are the steps that bring you closer to your destination. At times, you may face challenges or setbacks, and it might feel like your vision is far from your reach. This is where your practice of visualization truly matters. It keeps you grounded in your purpose, reminds you of your goals, and helps you push through obstacles with unwavering belief. Visualization reinforces your resilience, enabling you to stay focused on the bigger picture, no matter the challenges you face along the way. In conclusion, visualization is not just a tool, it's a way of life. It empowers you to see beyond your current limitations, tap into your potential, and take the necessary steps to achieve your deepest desires. By aligning your mind with your goals, you are harnessing the immense power that lies within you, just waiting to be unlocked. So, start today. Visualize your success. See it, feel it, and believe it. And then, take the inspired actions that will bring it into reality. Your dreams are within reach. It's time to manifest them. The role of compassion in achieving success. Success is often seen through the lens of personal achievement, climbing the ladder, reaching goals, and gaining recognition. But there's another aspect of success that is equally powerful and often overlooked: compassion. You might think of compassion as something purely emotional, perhaps linked to kindness and helping others. But what if I told you that compassion is also a key factor in achieving success, not just for yourself, but for those around you? In the teachings of Buddhism, compassion is one of the most important virtues, and it's not just about showing kindness to others. It's about understanding and connecting with them on a deep level. The essence of compassion is recognizing that everyone, no matter their background, struggles, or achievements, is on their own journey, just like you. By extending compassion, you align yourself with the flow of life, which can ultimately lead you to greater fulfillment and success. When we talk about compassion in the context of success, we need to first understand that true success is not just about achieving your goals. It's about the positive impact you have on the world and the people around you. Success can't just be measured by wealth or fame. True success is about making a difference, creating value, and contributing to the well-being of others. But how does compassion tie into this? The key lies in the principle of interconnection. We are all connected, whether we realize it or not. When you practice compassion, you build stronger, more supportive relationships. You gain the trust of others, earn respect, and create a network of allies who are genuinely invested in your well-being. This is something that will help you navigate challenges and achieve goals that might otherwise seem out of reach. Compassion doesn't just benefit others, though. It also benefits you. Have you ever noticed how good it feels to help someone in need? That feeling of warmth and satisfaction comes from a deep, emotional connection. When you act with compassion, you open your heart, and this helps create a sense of purpose and fulfillment in your own life. It also has practical benefits. When you show kindness and understanding, you're more likely to receive support in return. Whether it's in the form of a kind word, a helping hand, or a collaborative opportunity, compassion often brings unexpected rewards. In the pursuit of success, you will inevitably face challenges. There will be moments when things don't go according to plan, or when obstacles seem insurmountable. During these times, compassion can be your anchor. Compassion allows you to accept setbacks without judgment, understanding that failures are part of the journey and not the end. When you approach your challenges with compassion, for yourself and for others, you give yourself the space to learn, grow, and move forward with resilience. Think about the people you admire. Maybe it's a leader, a mentor, or someone in your personal life. What qualities do they possess that make them stand out? More often than not, the most admired individuals are those who are not only successful but also compassionate. They lead with empathy, listen to others, and create an environment where people feel valued and understood. These qualities are what make them effective, trusted, and respected. Compassion, then, is a key ingredient in building the relationships that fuel your success. Now, let's talk about how you can cultivate compassion in your own life, especially when you're focused on achieving your own goals. One powerful practice in Buddhism that can help is loving-kindness meditation, also known as metta meditation. This practice involves silently repeating phrases such as, "May I be happy," "May I be healthy," "May I live with ease," first for yourself, and then extending those wishes to others. You can start with loved ones, then gradually expand to friends, acquaintances, and even those you may have difficulty with. As you practice loving-kindness, you create a deep sense of goodwill and compassion. This practice can help soften your heart, making you more open and compassionate in your daily interactions. The more you engage in loving kindness, the more you develop an inner sense of peace and positivity. It's a tool that will not only help you cultivate compassion for others, but also allow you to experience greater emotional well-being. In your pursuit of success, it's important to remember that while personal achievements are meaningful, the journey is just as significant as the destination. When you practice compassion, you develop patience, understanding, and humility, all qualities that make you a more successful and balanced individual. You become more attuned to the needs of others, which leads to better collaboration and stronger bonds. You realize that success is not a race or a competition. It's a shared experience where everyone can grow together. But there's another aspect to compassion that often gets overlooked: self-compassion. It's easy to be kind to others, but we often forget to show the same kindness to ourselves. In Buddhism, the concept of self-compassion is closely tied to mindfulness. When you practice self-compassion, you treat yourself with the same kindness, understanding, and patience that you would offer to a close friend. You acknowledge your flaws without judgment, accept your mistakes, and allow yourself to grow without criticism. Self-compassion is a vital tool in maintaining emotional balance as you strive for success. When you're faced with challenges, it's natural to feel frustrated or discouraged. But when you approach yourself with compassion, you remind yourself that you are doing your best and that setbacks are simply part of the process. You don't beat yourself up for making mistakes. Instead, you embrace them as opportunities for learning and growth. This mindset helps you stay motivated, even when things aren't going perfectly. By combining compassion for others with self-compassion, you create a strong, supportive foundation for success. You can build meaningful relationships, trust, and respect, all while maintaining your inner peace and sense of fulfillment. Compassion is not a weakness. It's a source of strength that allows you to move through life with grace, understanding, and confidence. It is, in essence, the path to success that nurtures both the self and the world around you. To sum up, compassion plays a vital role in achieving success. It's not just about kindness and helping others. It's about building relationships, fostering trust, and creating a sense of unity and purpose. By practicing compassion, you develop emotional resilience, gain valuable connections, and move forward on your path with greater ease. So, as you continue your journey toward success, remember that compassion is a tool that will not only help you achieve your goals, but also make your success meaningful and fulfilling. The Eightfold Path, Guiding Principles for Mental Clarity. Imagine you're walking on a path in a beautiful forest. The trees provide shade, the birds are singing, and the air feels fresh. But the path is narrow, and it's easy to lose your way if you don't pay attention. Now, picture this path as your journey toward success. The Eightfold Path is like a map that helps you stay on track, guiding you through life's challenges toward your goals. In Buddhism, the Eightfold Path is not just about spiritual enlightenment. It's also a practical guide for how to live a clear, focused, and fulfilling life. It's a set of principles that, when followed, can lead you to success. Success not just in worldly achievements, but in inner peace, clarity, and happiness. And who wouldn't want that? Let's break it down and see how each of these 8 principles can help you develop a mindset that leads to success. Each step is designed to bring balance, wisdom, and positive action into your life. The beauty of the Eightfold Path is that it applies to every part of your life: your work, relationships, personal growth, and even your happiness. 1. Right view, or right understanding. The first step is to have the right view, or right understanding. This means seeing the world clearly, without illusions. Imagine trying to solve a problem while wearing foggy glasses. You can't see the whole picture, and you struggle to find the right solution. Similarly, without the right understanding, your thoughts, decisions, and actions can become clouded. To program your mind for success, you must develop an understanding of life and the world around you. This includes understanding that challenges are a natural part of the journey, not obstacles that should stop you. By seeing life for what it truly is, a mix of highs and lows, successes and setbacks, you can face each situation with wisdom and clarity. The right view helps you understand that change is constant, and success often comes from adapting to those changes rather than resisting them. 2. Right intention. Next is right intention. Your intention is your inner motivation, the driving force behind your actions. If your intentions are aligned with positive values, your actions will naturally follow that path. Think of it like planting a tree. If you plant seeds of kindness, generosity, and compassion, your tree will grow into something beautiful. But if you plant seeds of greed, anger, or selfishness, your tree will wither. To program your mind for success, focus on cultivating positive intentions. Success becomes easier when your intentions are pure. Ask yourself, what is your intention behind pursuing success? Is it to help others, create something meaningful, or simply for personal growth? When your intentions are rooted in genuine care, everything you do will be guided by that same positive energy, creating momentum toward your goals. 3. Right speech. Right speech means speaking truthfully, kindly, and thoughtfully. Words have incredible power. They can either build up or break down, inspire or discourage. If you speak with honesty and compassion, your words will reflect your inner wisdom and will naturally attract positive results. To bring success into your life, you must use your words wisely. This doesn't just mean what you say to others, but also how you speak to yourself. Are you constantly telling yourself negative things? Are you critical of your own abilities? By practicing right speech, you transform your inner dialogue into one that supports and encourages you. Speak kindly to yourself, and watch how it changes your perspective and your actions. 4. Right action. Right action is about acting in ways that are beneficial to yourself and others. It's about making choices that align with your values and contribute positively to the world. It might seem simple, but every action you take has consequences. If you act with honesty, respect, and integrity, you build trust and create a positive environment for growth. Success doesn't come from quick fixes or shortcuts. It comes from making consistent, ethical choices that align with your vision. When you follow right action, you choose what's good, not just what's easy. For example, if you want to build a successful career, you don't cut corners or deceive others to get ahead. Instead, you show up with honesty and dedication, and that integrity leads you to long-term success. 5. Right livelihood. Right livelihood means making a living in a way that does not harm others and is aligned with your values. This step is important because the work you do should not only support your financial needs, but also contribute to your happiness and the well-being of others. If you're doing something that makes you feel good, that benefits the world, and that aligns with your values, success becomes more fulfilling. If your work is causing you stress, anxiety, or feelings of guilt, it might be time to reevaluate. Right livelihood isn't just about earning money. It's about finding a purpose in your work that is meaningful to you. When you work with integrity and in alignment with your true self, you will naturally succeed because you're doing something that brings value not only to you but to the world around you. 6. Right effort. Right effort means putting forth energy in the right direction. It's about maintaining a balanced approach, neither being lazy nor overly aggressive. Success doesn't come from working nonstop without rest, nor does it come from sitting back and waiting for things to happen. Instead, right effort teaches you to work with purpose and mindfulness. This principle encourages you to stay consistent in your efforts, even when things get tough. It's the ability to keep moving forward with a clear mind, not getting distracted by impatience or frustration. Every small step you take with the right effort brings you closer to your goals. The key is persistence, patience, and the right kind of energy. 7. Right mindfulness. Mindfulness is the practice of being fully aware of the present moment. It's about being conscious of your thoughts, feelings, and actions without judgment. When you're mindful, you're able to focus on what's important without being distracted by worries or past regrets. This principle is essential for mental clarity. To program your mind for success, you must be able to control where your focus goes. By practicing right mindfulness, you clear away distractions and focus on your goals. Whether you're working, relaxing, or interacting with others, mindfulness helps you stay grounded in the present, where all actions truly take place. It allows you to focus your energy on what matters, creating clarity and momentum in your journey toward success. 8. Right concentration. Right concentration is about mastering your ability to focus deeply on a single task. This is the ability to concentrate your mind so fully on one thing that you enter a state of flow, where time seems to disappear, and you're completely absorbed in what you're doing. It's like when you get so caught up in something you love that you lose track of time. To succeed, you must be able to concentrate on your goals, pushing aside distractions and giving your full attention to what matters most. Whether you're working on a project, studying for an exam, or building your business, right concentration helps you stay focused and productive, leading you to success faster than you might have imagined. Karma and intentional actions, shaping your future. The way we act today will shape the life we live tomorrow. Every small action, thought, or word we put into the world carries energy, and that energy, over time, returns to us. This is the law of karma, the simple yet profound idea that what we put out into the world will eventually come back to us. Whether we realize it or not, our actions are always working to build our future. Imagine this. You're walking down the street, and you help someone pick up the groceries they've dropped. It's a simple, small act, but that one moment sends ripples through the world. Maybe that person smiles and feels a little better. Maybe they go on to help someone else. Perhaps later in the day, someone shows you unexpected kindness, and you feel uplifted. The good energy you put out is like planting seeds. These seeds grow, flourish, and return to you. Not always immediately, but when the time is right. This is the essence of karma. Intentional actions, whether positive or negative, form the building blocks of our future. The decisions we make today, however small, create the reality we experience tomorrow. In Buddhism, this concept is deeply tied to the idea of mindfulness. Mindfulness isn't just about being aware of your thoughts and feelings in the present moment. It's about being aware of the intention behind your actions. Are your actions motivated by kindness, compassion, and clarity? Or are they coming from a place of selfishness, anger, or fear? The quality of your actions and the intention behind them is what truly matters. Now, let's dive deeper into how you can use this understanding to change your future. If you want to program your mind for success, it's essential to understand the importance of intentional actions. The way we act towards others, the way we treat ourselves, the energy we put into everything we do. This is what shapes the course of our lives. For instance, if you act out of kindness, you are likely to draw people towards you who share the same values. The law of karma doesn't just affect other people, it also shapes our inner world. When you act from a place of pure intention, the sense of fulfillment and inner peace you gain will contribute to your overall success. The Buddhists teach us that we should never act out of anger or frustration, because those negative emotions only lead to more suffering. Instead, we must be mindful of the energy behind our actions. This doesn't mean we must always be perfect, but it does mean we can actively choose to move toward actions that bring about positive change. So, let's look at a practical example. Perhaps you're at work, and there's a colleague you've been struggling to get along with. Instead of harboring feelings of anger or resentment, try to approach the situation with compassion and understanding. Maybe, instead of reacting to the situation, you pause and take a moment to reflect. You can consciously choose how to act in a way that is respectful and compassionate, regardless of the behavior of others. By doing this, you not only transform the interaction, but you also shift the energy around you. This is how karma works in the simplest terms. By choosing your response, you create a ripple of positive energy. Another powerful aspect of karma is the idea of self-empowerment. Many of us feel as though we are victims of circumstances, believing that we don't have control over what happens to us. But the truth is, we always have control over our responses. No matter what happens around us, we always have the power to choose how we react. This is a reminder that, even in the most difficult of situations, we can always choose to act in a way that aligns with our values and our goals. If your goal is to achieve success, the energy you put into your daily actions matters. It's about being intentional in every area of your life, whether it's in your career, your relationships, or your personal development. If you want to build a successful career, for example, how are you acting in your work? Are you treating your colleagues with respect? Are you dedicating time and energy to learning and improving your skills? The energy you invest in your work will shape the opportunities that come your way. And as you continue to act with purpose, those opportunities will expand. The key to programming your mind for success is understanding that every action has a consequence. So, it's important to always check in with your intention. Are you acting from a place of love, kindness, and generosity? Or are you acting out of fear, jealousy, or selfishness? The energy you send out into the world will not only affect your success, but also contribute to your overall happiness and fulfillment. This is also where patience becomes essential. Often, we expect immediate results from our actions. We want to see the fruits of our labor right away. But karma doesn't work on our timeline. Sometimes, the effects of our actions take time to unfold. You may plant seeds today, but it may take days, months, or even years for those seeds to grow. However, that doesn't mean they aren't growing. In fact, every positive action you take is quietly building your future, even if you can't see the immediate results. Let's consider a more personal example. You've decided that you want to develop a new habit, like exercising more regularly. You set an intention to work out every day. The first few days, you may feel tired or struggle to stay committed, but each small action you take, each step you take toward that goal, adds up. Over time, you begin to see the positive changes in your health, your mood, and your energy. That's the law of karma at work. The small, Intentional actions you take today eventually create the success you want to see tomorrow. Now, let's take this a step further. What about when things don't go the way you expect? What if your actions don't seem to bring the results you want right away? It's important to remember that karma is not about immediate gratification. It's about long-term growth. Even when things don't unfold the way you hoped, trust that every action is building toward your ultimate success. Maybe your actions today are teaching you something valuable that will serve you better in the future. Karma is also about creating harmony and balance. When we act with pure intention, we align ourselves with the natural flow of the universe. The more in tune we are with this flow, the easier it becomes to manifest our goals. It's like a river. When we work with its current, we move forward with ease. But when we try to swim against it, we face resistance. Our actions, when aligned with our true intentions, help us move with the current of life. To fully harness the power of karma, you must first cultivate awareness. When you become mindful of your actions, you begin to notice the patterns in your life. Are you attracting positivity, or do you find yourself stuck in negative cycles? Through mindfulness, you can break free from these negative patterns and consciously choose to act in ways that bring you closer to your desired success. By understanding karma and intentional actions, you hold the key to shaping your future. It's not about waiting for success to come to you. It's about taking deliberate actions each day that align with your goals. And when you approach every moment with purpose, the universe will respond in kind, creating a path for you to follow that is filled with opportunity, growth, and success. In conclusion, remember that every action you take is important. It may feel small at times, but it is shaping your future in ways you can't always see. When you act with intention and mindfulness, you create positive karma that will not only bring you success, but also lead you toward a life of greater fulfillment and peace. So, take control of your actions today and begin to create the future you've always wanted. Living in the present, finding joy and focus. The Zen master sat under the shade of an old tree and looked at the eager faces of his students. "Tell me," he said, his voice calm yet firm, "where do you live?" The students were puzzled. One replied, "I live in the village, master." Another said, "I live near the river." A third chimed in, "I live in my thoughts." The master smiled. "Some of you live in the past, reliving old memories and regrets. Others live in the future, worrying about what may or may not happen. But very few of you live here. In this moment, in the present. That is where life truly exists. Living in the present is both an art and a practice. It's about fully experiencing the now, instead of letting your mind drift into the past or the future. Think about it. How often do we truly pay attention to what we're doing? You might be drinking tea, but your mind is thinking about an email you forgot to send. You might be walking in the park, but you're replaying an argument from yesterday. The body is here, but the mind is elsewhere. This disconnection creates stress, anxiety, and dissatisfaction. Buddhism teaches us that joy and clarity come from living in the present moment. The present is where life happens. It's where you can truly connect with yourself and the world around you. Why is living in the present so powerful? When you live in the present, you free yourself from the chains of the past and the weight of the future. You stop carrying the burden of what cannot be changed and stop fearing what hasn't yet arrived. This freedom brings clarity, focus, and peace. Think of a flowing river. If you try to hold on to the water, it slips through your fingers. But if you simply observe and experience it, you can appreciate its beauty. The present moment is like that river. It flows constantly. Trying to hold on to it or ignore it only brings frustration. Embracing it brings joy. The practice of being present. But Master, one student asked, how do we live in the present when our minds keep wandering? The Master replied, the mind is like a restless monkey, jumping from tree to tree. You cannot force it to be still, but you can guide it gently. Here's how. Breathe. Your breath is your anchor to the present moment. Close your eyes and take a deep breath. Feel the air enter your lungs, then slowly exhale. Even a few breaths like this can calm your mind and bring you back to the now. Observe. Wherever you are, take a moment to observe your surroundings. Look at the colors, listen to the sounds, feel the textures. If you're eating, savor the taste of your food. If you're walking, Notice the rhythm of your steps. Let go of judgment. Often, we label our experiences as good or bad, pleasant or unpleasant. Try to observe without judgment. If you're stuck in traffic, instead of feeling frustrated, notice the patterns of the cars or the play of light on the road. Be grateful. Gratitude is a powerful way to stay present. Take a moment to appreciate the small joys around you. A warm cup of tea, the laughter of a child, the comfort of a soft chair. Limit distractions. Turn off your phone for a while. Sit quietly with yourself. Modern life is full of noise, but when you step away from distractions, you create space to truly be. The challenges of staying present. The Zen master paused. Living in the present is not always easy. The mind resists. It pulls you back to regrets or pushes you into worries. But remember, this is normal. The goal is not perfection but practice. Each time you bring your mind back to the present, you grow stronger. The students nodded, some still uncertain. One asked, "But what if the present moment is painful? What if we're sad or angry? Should we avoid those feelings?" The master shook his head gently. "No, you must not avoid them. Pain is a part of life, just as joy is. The key is to feel it fully but not cling to it. Let the emotion flow through you, like clouds passing in the sky. Do not fight it or hold on to it. This too shall pass." The rewards of presence. When you live in the present, you unlock the power to truly experience life. You become more focused, more productive, and more connected to those around you. Your relationships improve because you're truly listening and engaging, not distracted by your thoughts. The master smiled as he saw his students deep in thought. "Here's a simple truth," he said. "Happiness is not something you chase. It is something you create, moment by moment. When you live in the present, you realize that joy is not a distant destination. It is already here, waiting for you to notice it." A simple daily practice. Before ending the lesson, the master gave his students one final exercise. Each morning, before you start your day, take 5 minutes to sit quietly. Breathe deeply. Remind yourself, "Today, I will live in the present." Throughout the day, whenever you feel your mind wandering, gently bring it back. With time, you'll find it becomes easier, and the rewards will be greater than you can imagine. The students bowed in gratitude. They understood that living in the present was not just a lesson, it was a way of life. And so, the master's words echo for us today. Where do you live? The past, the future, or this very moment? Choose wisely, for the present is the only place where life truly happens. The transformative journey, embodying success and sharing wisdom. You have walked the path this far, and here you are at the final step. It has been a journey of exploration, reflection, and awakening. Now, let us talk about what it means to embody success, not just as an achievement but as a way of living, and how you can share the wisdom you've gathered. Take a moment to reflect. How far have you come? From questions that stirred your mind to insights that shifted your perspective, you've begun to uncover the immense power within you. Success is no longer just a distant goal. It is a state of being, a natural flow of life that begins when you align your thoughts, intentions, and actions. But here is the great truth. True success is never selfish. It is not meant to be held tightly like a treasure hidden from the world. Instead, it flourishes when shared, just as a flame lights another without losing its glow. The wisdom you now hold is a gift, not just for you, but for everyone you encounter. Think of the Buddhist concept of bodhisattva, the enlightened being who chooses to help others before themselves. You, too, can become a guide for those who are searching, struggling, or simply unaware of the power they hold. By living your truth, you become an example of what is possible. Your life becomes the inspiration others need to start their own journey. Then what does it mean to embody success? It is not about material wealth or public recognition, though those may come as byproducts. Instead, it is about living with purpose, compassion, and joy. You embody success when you wake up each morning with gratitude, carry kindness in your heart, and move through challenges with resilience. You embody success when your mind is clear, your actions are intentional, and your spirit is unshaken by life's uncertainties. Now, let me ask you, what kind of legacy do you want to leave? What story will people tell about you when they think of your name? Remember, success is not measured by how much you take, but by how much you give back to the world. Your actions today shape the future, for yourself, for those around you, and for generations to come. One simple way to share your wisdom is through daily interactions. A kind word, a listening ear, or even a smile can uplift someone more than you realize. You can also create something lasting, teach, write, mentor, or simply share your story. Each act of sharing ripples outwards, touching lives in ways you may never see. As we come to the close of this journey, let me remind you, the lessons you've learned are not meant to end here. The practices of mindfulness, compassion, and intentional living are tools to be used every day. Success is not a destination you reach. It is the path you walk, the choices you make, and the energy you bring into the world. This is not goodbye. This is the beginning of your new chapter. You have the tools, the knowledge, and the strength to create the life you desire. And as you walk this path, remember to stay humble, stay curious, and stay true to yourself. Before we end, I want to thank you for joining this journey with Wisdom Woven. Your time, attention, and dedication mean the world to us. But before you go, let me say this. There are so many views on this channel, but only 0.2% of you have subscribed. So please, take this moment to like, comment, and share this video. And if you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button now. Your support helps us keep sharing valuable insights with you. Don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments below. We'd love to hear about your journey and how these lessons have impacted your life. Now, go out into the world and shine. Be the light for others. Be the success story you were born to be. And always remember, the power to transform your life has always been within you. All you had to do was believe. Thank you, and until we meet again, stay wise, stay kind, and keep weaving your wisdom